Alright, what's good everyone? It's been a while since I've used camera, but here we are. So I'm here to bring you a different type of video where I want to talk about my top 5 most wanted Fire Emblem Heroes characters. Not in the game yet, of course. Won't keep it too long, just quickly go over my list one by one, and I kind of will explain like how I imagine they might be added or what kind of skills they might have. So with that being said, I guess we'll get right into it. Of course, this is post the latest New Heroes banner was the Three Houses one with Marianne. So this will be after, this takes place after that video comes out, that banner came out. So with that being said, number 5, here we go. Let's see if I have this right. Yes, number 5 is Linoan from Thracia 776. Alright, so many of you might not really know who this is, but she's probably one of my favorite characters for sure from Thracia, along with characters like Marita and Nana and Finn, but she's definitely really up there. She starts off as, for those of you who don't know, she starts off as like a healer, a staff unit, but the thing is, staff units are very valuable in that game, especially if they have a really decent base staff rank, and which she does. She promotes kind of late, but it's fine, honestly, because she quickly gets A rank stabs, which is where she gets to use warp and everything like that. So I think it's A rank at least. Might be B, or no, I'm pretty sure it's A. Anyway, yeah, I really liked her character. I liked her little side story arc, I guess you could say. I like her whole deal with her relationship with Dean and conflicting with like her engagement with Arion. So her whole backstory I really like. Anyway, so how would I imagine seeing her in Heroes? Well, it would probably be either a staff unit, probably a staff unit, but could also potentially be a light magic user. She is one of the best users of the Resire Tome, aka Nosferatu, since she has a pretty good base light rank, and she's able to like use it to really train easily in the chapter she joins in. So that could be a thing, maybe like some sort of PRF Nosferatu. But if she ended up being Blue Tome with a healing thing, like I feel like it'd be too similar to Guinevere, who we got recently, and even Marianne, honestly. So maybe it'd be more interesting for her to have a preferred staff. Like lately, PRF staffs have been pretty crazy, you know, with Flame and Sarah. So they could probably do something more interesting with that, in my opinion. Her stat spread would probably be typical high magic, high res, and she would probably have really good speed. She has like a 55%, 60 maybe % speed growth in Thracia, so she's really fast. So probably offensive unit, of course, but if she was a staff, she could be really good support as well. So that's probably where I would see her. Yeah. With that being said, we'll get to number 4, who is Naomi from Sacred Stones. Alright, so I have, I really like bow users, like your early game female bow users that we get in a lot of these games. Like, you know, Rebecca's one of my favorite characters, Naomi I really like. So, Astrid too. But Naomi's probably one of my favorite ones overall in the series. Her character is really silly, but I really like her design, especially the Cypher art is really, really cool. Crying when she's killing someone. But anyway, yeah, I don't think she scored too well in CYO, I don't think. I'd have to double check, but pretty sure it wasn't that high, despite not being in the game yet. If she was added, she would probably be either infantry bow or a horse bow, because she could become a ranger in Sacred Stones. I kind of imagine her ending up becoming like 2021's version of Rebecca, so kind of subpar, no PRF. There aren't really any other PRF bows in Sacred Stones other than Nidhogg, I want to say, which is already taken obviously. So I don't know, she might get a made-up PRF, or I could definitely imagine seeing her as a demote with an inheritable weapon. Either way, like I don't mind in any case, because inheritable bows in this game right now are crazy. You know, you got Spendthrift, you got Plagian Bow, among other things. So I don't care if she gets a PRF or not, really, as long as her stat line is workable. Which I imagine, if it's anything like Rebecca's, but shot up to 2021 levels. She'll be usable at least, for sure. I still use Rebecca in Arena with C-Dual 3, which is a pain in the butt, but I mean, she still can do things. She can do things. Oh, I forgot to put in the text version here. Okay. So yeah, Naomi is definitely my most wanted character from Sacred Stone. Spoilers, kind of, in a sense. Yeah, so we'll move on to number 3. Yeah, here we go. Who is Happy from Three Houses. Hopefully this cipher art doesn't get me in trouble, but Happy was definitely... At first, well, honestly, when Ash and Moles first came out, Constance was my favorite of the 4 characters, but over time, Happy quickly became my favorite after I got more into her supports and everything. And I really love her design. Granted, the cipher art's kind of fan servicey, but even without that, like, I just love her outfit, especially in her time skip ult. I forgot to put the text version up again. There we go. Yeah, I feel like there's some pretty cool things they could do with her. Obviously, she would be Red Tome Cav, I would imagine. Dark Mage on, or as a Valkyrie from Three Houses. She didn't have like a relic or anything for her crest, but she did have the her like monster gimmick. All of her attacks are effective against monsters, which obviously don't exist in Heroes. So I imagine they might like translate that into effective against beast units, which would be pretty cool. As for her weapon, I don't know. Like, I don't think we got Swarm yet in this game. Swarm Z. I don't know how to say the Greek letters, or whatever language it is. But we also don't have Death T-looking thing. We do have Death on Fallen Delthea, but not the Three Houses version. So maybe she would get one of those. Probably she would get one of those, honestly. Because they've been given those weapons as PRFs, like on the Lysithias and whatnot. I imagine her stat line would be something like your typical red mage, high attack, high magic, and high res with low defense and low speed. She was pretty slow in Three Houses, like really slow. But obviously they'll probably give her something related to follow-ups, honestly. Or make her like crazy one-shots. But the Sithia already kind of does that, so I don't know. They might do something cool with her. But I imagine an Ash and Wolves banner is going to come pretty soon. Probably this year, I would imagine. I said that twice. But, yeah, at least Yuri was in the top 10 males, I think. And I'm pretty sure Constance was pretty up there as well. So I'm pretty sure we'll be seeing Ash and Wolves pretty soon. I'm sure they already have, like, voice lines recorded and everything when they recorded voice lines for the DLC itself. So, yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Really excited. Yeah, and we'll move on to the next, which is Vika from Radiant Dawn. Now, again, Vika is one of my favorites designs in probably all of Fire Emblem. The only issue is, of course, and she's really bad in her game. So you don't really get much of a chance to use her unless you like exploit, bonus experience or whatnot. Yeah, I just really want to use her in some form effectively, so I feel like Heroes is her chance, especially since, it's we're at the point of the game where everyone just gets broken stuff unless you're a D-Mode or whatever, so really hoping she gets something good. Obviously she's going to have a preferred weapon because she's a Legoose. And with that, probably Blue Beast Fire, obviously, because she's a Raven. And so in RD, she was known for her extremely high evasion and high speed. Like, she dodged literally everything. Even when, she comes back in Part 4 or whatever, she's dodging pretty well. It's just that she's super weak. That being said, so in FEH, I guess that could translate to damage reduction. Kind of in a similar vein as New Year's Leaf. That's how we want to pronounce her. Speed-based damage reduction, or true damage, basically like New Year's Left. Maybe they'll change it a bit because that'd be basically a carbon copy of her, except she's flying. So we would have to see. But she does also start off with Shriek, the skill Shriek. I think only she starts off with it. I don't know if you get a scroll of it later on, but it is only locked to Flying Legoose, but she starts with it, so I feel like they might do something with that. In the game, it was really useless. It reduced foes' luck to 0 if they attacked her, I believe, or I don't remember the exact thing. Maybe it was an indirect attack or something. I don't remember. It was really bad though. But that could be pretty cool and fair. We could translate that into some sort of guard effect maybe, since it reduces foes up to 0, so no specials for them. That could be pretty cool, or I don't know, maybe accelerate her cooldown somehow. Yeah, I guess that's about it. She'll probably have pretty low attack, but I don't know, like, I don't know how much they would reduce her attack with the Femmed as it is now. Like, even with Ingrid, you know, that we just got, she has crazy speed, but and the true damage, but despite that, she still has a really respectable attack stat. So we'll see. Yeah, so that's Pika. And my number 1 most wanted character in Heroes, for Heroes, not added yet, is surprisingly not a female. It is Volk. Easily Volk. Volk is, like, definitely, I don't know if I would say top 10 of all time for Fire Emblem, but he's definitely up there. Like, I love this guy. Like, I was fascinated when he first dropped, when he does his thing in Path of Radiance, and then he class changes. Like, that just blew me away when I was a kid. Yeah, and seeing him, and when he comes back in Radiant Dawn, sorry for spoilers, but like, I just love how they handled his character. And he, like, I don't know, they really did him justice in Radiant Dawn, I think, as a late game. He joins you late game and he's like absurdly strong, and he has to really style it. He's the only one that can use lethality and everything. Because I feel like they added Bane just so they couldn't, like, oh, you know, so there's like a rogue or whatever, but obviously, or a whisper, but, you know, Volk is the true assassin, you know, and so let's give these guys, Heather and Soth, like a neutered version of lethality, just so Volk can have his spotlight. But anyway, that being said, I don't know how they would handle balance-wise if they ever did do it. I really would want to see lethality in Fire Emblem Heroes in some form. Obviously, it's a very big question mark on how you would balance that. Whether it be make it a high cooldown skill or not an actual insta-kill, but that would be kind of lame. So, I don't know. I really want to see it, and if it's going to be on someone, it has to be on Volk. Like, the only other character I imagine, like, lethality being their thing is Jafar, who obviously does not do that, so yeah, I definitely would love to see it on Volk. Maybe even as an inheritable, hopefully not though. Preferred for sure. And we still don't have Base Lord in the game yet, the SS rank dagger from Radiant Dawn. And the only 2 contenders left are Volk and Heather. So unless they give Heather waifu bias, I definitely imagine seeing them give it to Volk here. Especially because they gave Peshkats to Soth, even though Volk starts with Peshkats. I don't know. Yeah, so really looking forward to when he's added. I could also see them giving him stillness in some form, or I was kind of playing with the idea, but so in Radiant Dawn, stillness basically makes him like impossible to be targeted if he's if another ally is within enemy's range along with him. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Basically super version of Shade, but this sounds absurdly broken, but I was like thinking, what if they could throw that in FEH as like a reverse save effect that we just got, so that he gives anyone maybe if there's only one other ally near him, the attack target would change to that ally, but it wouldn't work if there's more than one other ally. I don't know. It sounds stupidly broken, but save skills are pretty dumb too on their own, but I don't know. There would probably have to be some sort of caveat to it, but I think that would be really cool, incorporating stillness with like that, a reverse save effect with some sort of drawback to it, of course. So that would be awesome. Yeah, I have all these ideas for Wolf. I'm so excited to see him get into this game. Hopefully he's not like a demote. I really feel like he's worthy of having a PRF and being a 5-star locked unit. So yeah, I think that's about it. He would obviously be high offensive stats and colorless dagger. Maybe give him like more HP so he's not, if he did have PRF lethality, so as to not make him easily infantry pulsable. I don't know. I've probably gone on too long on this guy. So anyway, that's my top 5 most wanted characters for heroes who are not in the game yet. It was pretty hard picking like after the top 3 who I wanted. There's a lot of conflict with. I also want like units like Liar and OG Pent. I don't know if you would. I don't know. I feel like characters in Hell kind of deserve to have their own unit, honestly, and would probably make it on this list if I had one of them there, as well as Luis. But yeah, so that'll be it. Please let me know what you think, and I would be glad to hear like what kind of units you guys want to see in heroes who are not in yet, or OG versions if they are in Alt Hell. So yeah, definitely would like to hear that. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, comment obviously if you want to answer the question. Do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button if you want more of this type of content, even though I'm just kind of doing this casually, but if I can provide some sort of entertainment for you guys, you know, that's all that matters to me in the end. So yeah, I'll see you guys next time, which should probably be the Hero Rises banner for finishing up Lyn. By the way, hype that Ninja Lyn won. I can't believe she made that comeback in the end. So that means I only need 3 more gacha copies of Lyn, because I have the Spark copy and the free copy, so she's at +7 now, effectively. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace out, and have a good one.